Hey there, everyone. I hope you are all doing good. Today, I'd like to talk to you about Volume 1 by MonoMono, a collection of 3 Max for Live devices: Curves EQ, the Optocomp, and Tape. Here's the little piece of music that I've programmed. This is without effects. Let's listen to it. I've just made those two little parts because we're basically going to listen to them as loops. So let me loop that part. And we are straight away going to start by the main ingredients of this little track, which is the breakbeats. So what I'm going to do on them, first, I'm going to clean the low end because the 808 kick drum that's over there is going to take care of it. So let's grab our curve EQ. We have the high pass filter. That's a great start for what I want to do. Then let's see how we might improve some parts. We can give a bit of shimmer here. This kind of EQ, I have something that I quite enjoy, which is to put them at the max, which is usually like 22 or 20k, and then boost, because they have a very soft curve. It boosts the trebles in a very nice way, I think. You can like just go to 10 and it still doesn't sound like way too much. Sort of vintage mode. We also have an input and output link, so we can crank up the input to make it drive a little. Or a bit too much. There's some tubes and transformers in there. And let's give those some sizzle. Let's go the widest possible to the narrowest. So now let's add our drum layer, which is the 808. So now we have a lot of room for that big bass. So for this one, I'm going to try the Optocomp. Let's listen to it alone. So we just have an input, which will say how much it will compress, and then the output to tame or boost. There's no link here, which is a bit of a shame, I think, but I think there's a sidechain option to avoid that the very big sub trigger the compressor, which is quite nice here because we have plenty of massive subs. So let's cut very like a lot and then push the input, which also gives us a bit of color, which is interesting. Let's try to match the levels. We could also do one of my favorite things, which is go insane on the compression, but then blend, because we have a nice blend control over there, which is called parallel compression. we get a lot of oomph. That's good. Let's check both together. This is probably a bit too much, but anyway. So now let's group those two and put the tape on it. We'll try to make all this sounds proper vintage. So I can hear already that there's more bass. So here we have a link. So we can really crank it up. So we have also different speeds, soft clipping option. Let's leave it on. So if I remember well, yeah, 15 is for the bass, 30 is for more top end. Here on the bass. Let's also go a bit less hardcore. It's almost too much bass. But we'll see. There's also some different tapes. Oh, this one is proper lo-fi, I love it. Let's skip this one. We have also 3 different models, each with their own little graphics. These are all based on Studer machines. Okay, I like that. Let's add this guy. And let's go a bit deeper on the tape side. Let's listen only to this one. We have a hiss control, which adds some noise. Here I want the bass. So let's take the most... This one's pretty bassy. Yeah, the A80 is pretty good. And there's also that wear control, which is basically introduces errors. I forgot to link the two. It's no problem. I love the way it sounds. So, in order to add ambience, I'm going to max out the hiss. And one thing that I'll do, which has nothing to do with those actual things, because the Optocomp doesn't have an external sidechain input, which is a shame, but that's no problem. We're going to use the glue compressor. Let's listen to the 808 and that bass. And I'm going to use the kick of the Yocto over there. Let's say kick prefix to duck that bass after the tape. So we get that sort of, let's go insane, we don't care. No. Yeah, like this. Something very groovy. Now we have this guy. I have a sort of stupid thing to do. Oh, okay, there's a problem with that noise, is that if we stop the playback, it's still there. So let's put a gate on it. What I want to do now is add a delay on that. I'm going to use the tape to give some color to a very plain digital delay. So I'm going to use the basic delay. Yeah, let's go for something very normal and clean. Let's send that full wet because it's an effect. More feedback. Okay. Instead of using this feedback, I'm going to do something that I've shown already, which is enable that send here. So you can send the thing back into itself from the actual return track. So it means that if you add an effect before, actually, it will get sent back. Let's use tape 1. And also, let's compress after. It's not limiting, but... Okay, let's link those two until we get the behavior we like. Let's go for the most vintage character, so C37, this kind of track. Let's go for a more high-end focused thing than bass. Cool. This is nice. Let's add some wear. So this is without the effect. And with the two. I like it. This is fun. This does add some nice wobble. Let's add another return track to make our own proper Space Echo Spring, and I'm going to send the echo into that. That's cool. Okay, we have forgot to check how it sounds with the rest, but yeah, let's send the dry signal as well in the reverb. So now here, we can send our synths a little bit in that nice taped out delay. Let's group those two and also let's go for some compression on those. Let's see what kind of color we can get by taming the impact of those synths. The color is quite subtle, but I like it. Now this guy also wants to be taped out and EQ'd probably, because it's a bit nasty in some region. So let's try to find where it's really not cool. Here. Yeah, like this. So we can do that Pultec trick, but here we can also unlink the bass. So we can decide to cut at 320 and boost at 180. What happened in the actual Pultec is that you have only one frequency selection, but with actual boost and attenuation that are not for real at the same place. Actually, let's EQ that spring reverb. Let's try to make it a bit brighter. Don't forget, you can EQ those things. There's a lot to do with the return tracks, actually. group the whole synth part and see what the tape can bring to the table. Let's remove the soft clipping for this one. Choose the high focused thing. Let's disable that gate that's actually doing a bit of a mess. Let's just try to put some compression on those breakbeats as well. Just gently getting the peaks out like 3, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Let's listen to this. That's it. That was my demo of those devices by MonoMono. I really like the tape one. I like the 3 of them. Actually, what's cool is that they're very simple. As there's only a few options on each, it's very easy to dial in some good settings that works for what you're doing at the moment. You can grab those from the affiliate links below if you want to support the channel. Give out the stems of this for the people who are following me on Patreon with the Producer Pack subscribers. If you just want to give a little support or get some samples or even some teaching, please go have a visit. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.